welcome back to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for coming by. I have a quick little project today using Webster's Pages Freebie. I decided to do this. I was hoping to get it done before Halloween, but of course, I couldn't do it, so I am trying to do it as close to Halloween still as possible. Halloween was actually yesterday, so we're still not far off from it, and this technique actually can be used for anything. What I mean by that is by any theme that you want. This one just happens to be Halloween. Webster's Pages released this little freebie a few weeks ago, so you can still go to their website and grab yourself a little copy. They have other freebies there as well that you can grab while you're there. For this one, I don't know, gosh, it's going by so quick. I actually took out the little 6 covers. They're actually little journaling cards, but when I saw them, they made me think of books, and so I decided to make mini books using these little tags. So I enlarged them a little bit. You can set your printer to enlarge, whatever it is that you're printing, and then you will probably get a little bit of distortion on everything else. But if you focus specifically on this little tags, you should be able to make them just a little larger. You could see that I was measuring there. My goodness, this video is going way too fast. I can't catch up. But I measure all the little booklets. That's what I'm going to call them. I grabbed some used up leftover chipboard that I had, and then I cut everything to measure. I cut matching, covers for the little booklets so that I can glue the little journaling cards on top. Right now I am cutting the spine of what is going to become the little books. So I'm just kind of going along here cutting sets of everything at the same time. And you can obviously pause the video. Maybe I'll do that for you. Pause the video when I am measuring so that you can see the measurements. But again, this will depend on how big you make your little booklets. Mine, I think, ended up being like, I don't know, 2.5 inches tall by like a quarter, and I'm sorry, an inch and a in 3/4 high or something like that. But again, it really doesn't make, oh, there you can kind of see that I'm going to be measuring. So yeah, they're about a 1.75 inches wide. But again, that will depend on the size that you print your mini books. So I have all the covers and all the spines ready to go. I just grab again some leftover white cardstock, where I will be using that to hold or put together the books themselves. So I'm just kind of cutting a piece that's going to be the spine of the book, and it's not going to go all the way across because the cover is going to be covered by the little journaling cards, the little messages there. And then the back, there's just going to be a little bit of the white cardstock overlapping, and you will see that. And I kind of like that. Some books are actually made this way, where there is a different color on the back of it. When you find old books, you can see that this was kind of how they made it. They use a different color paper or fabric for the spine. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am creating the books themselves. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it using just some tacky glue that I got Michael's, I think. And I'm just leaving a little bit of a gap between each of the pieces of the chipboard because I'm going to be folding them. So you do not want to glue the chipboard right next to each other, because then you will not be able to create the folds. And you will see what I mean here in just a second. Friends, I have been so busy lately, so busy. I'm sorry I haven't been here. You know, I actually, believe it or not, I'm trying to simplify things, but for some reason, I can't. At least I haven't figured out how yet. I'm just kind of in the moment. I'm just kind of running as fast as I can and just managing as I can. And I know that's not how I want to do things. But for now, this is what I'm doing. As soon as I have a chance to slow down, which honestly, with the holidays coming up, I don't even know when that's going to happen. But I want to make the time to slow down and reevaluate and create a new plan for myself. Going back to the book, because that's what we're working on, you see all my little books ready to go. Now I am working on what the inside of these little fake books, because they're fake, right? I have this old book, and I love collecting old books, repurposing them. I am definitely all about recycling. That's one of the projects that I've been working with. Something that it's in such new beginnings. I cannot even talk about it. But anyways, recycling is very big in my heart. And so this book is actually in French. The cover of the book was not a nice, it kind of was very risque, if that's the right word to use. So I don't even have a clue what this book is about. Hopefully it's not something, not necessarily nice, but I don't think they would publish, a book that's, not a nice words or topics. I don't know. But anyways, I trimmed a whole bunch of these little pages that are going to be glued inside my book. And I was trying to keep them all in order, but I guess it doesn't matter because, again, these are little fake books that they won't even need to be open and see what it looks like inside. They just need to have that look of a book. So I trimmed the pages to a little bit smaller than the actual book, so nothing would be sticking out. And I'm just adding some glue to the spine, some glue to the pages themselves, making them match. And then I will go through that for all the books, as you will see. And then I just going to start attaching the covers. And I will do a few other little things that you can see to make them look, a little bit more vintage and that look old. I think they are super cute. I am going to try and use this technique to do something else that, again, just another project, because I have 100 projects in my head that I don't even know how I'm going to get to all of them. But this is what I mean by the chaos in my mind, and I need to just slow it down. So I'm using some distressing ink, and I'm just distressing the little books, and that's the back. And you see how kind of cute it looks, even though the white, it doesn't go all the way to the edge. So that's it. Very simple. I'm gonna do the whole thing again, repeat it 5 more times because there's 6 little books. And at one point I decided just to use my scissors because you have to cut so many pages, and there's only so many you can cut with your trimmer, your paper trimmer. I also decided to do, I liked how the book itself, when it was so old, it had that reddish edge on all the, you see it right there, there's like a red tint to the edge of the pages. And so I grabbed a old stamp ink pad that I had, a brown one, and then I decide to just kind of stain the edges to kind of replicate that. I wish I could have kept it. It would have been possible, but it would have been a waste of paper if I just tried to use the edges of the book. The book itself. So I didn't care. I just cut the pages, and then again, here is that brownish reddish ink pad, and then I was just trying to again imitate that same look to distress the pages even more. So anyways, I was saying it's been a crazy time for me with the holidays. It's probably gonna get crazier, but I'm going to do my best to stop by here and add some videos. I know there will be some opportunities for December Daily, some other projects going on with the other design teams. And anyways, I will do my best to stop by and do a video here as often as I can. This one turned out, like I said, super cute. The fact that it's a freebie was something why I wanted to do it, because you probably have all the materials that you need to create this. You can use this technique to create little maybe fantasy books or children's books. You know, again, this is all to decorate your home. I love decorating my home with handmade little paper projects, and this is definitely one of them. I will be working on other stuff that it's related to home decor, and hope that you guys will find them pretty and useful, and something that you might want to do for yourself. So here it is. That's just two of them. And I use this little old candle jar because, again, I was all about recycling. That is a jar, you know, when you buy your candles and then they, you know, they burn out or run out. And I hate to throw them away because it's glass, and glass would last forever in a trash, although it can turn into sand. Did you know that? It can actually turn into sand if it's ground super fine. But when is that going to happen? So every time something, you know, packaging comes to me, I always think, how long is this going to last in the, you know, out there in a landfill? So whenever I can use recycling something, I really like to do that. And again, this little jar here, this glass, came from a candle. I just with a, I don't know, a knife, I just kind of popped the leftover wax inside, and then I pour some hot water inside and wiped it to get rid of any leftover wax. And so you will see that I'm going to add it to hold all the little books. There's obviously other ways that you can use to um, you know, to decorate, not decorate, what's the word that I'm looking for, display, to display your little mini books. But this, I don't know, I just had the candle. I was actually going to use this jar for another project, which you actually can go and see on my Instagram. I end up not using this one, but I use a different candle jar that I had. And so since I had already cleaned this one, I decided to put the little books inside. The one thing I will do extra on these books that you will not see here on the video, but you will see on the photos, is on the spine right there on that white part, I add titles to the books. And that just really made them truly look like little mini books. So that's it, guys. I'm coming to the end. Quick little video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave me comments. I will try and leave links to everything that I've used. Remember to recycle if you can. Very important. So again, guys, thank you so much. I'll do my best to stick around a little longer here. Stay tuned for photos and close-ups, and let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget, make time for yourself to get crafty today. Until next time, take care. Bye.